Hello, my name is Richard Kakari. I'm from Ghana. I came to India 25th of June for medical treatment. I actually heard about Med Access through a friend who has had an experience, an encounter with them. Then when I got in touch with them, we started a process. I was diagnosed of a brain tumor 2 years back. I had actually run a couple of tests. I had run some MRIs in Ghana, and the report clearly came up that I had brain tumor. So we had to now look at a treatment plan. There were some few suggestions for treatment in Ghana, but the doctor who was leading us actually gave us some directions on suggestions regards to treatment in India through Med Access. And so we got in touch with them immediately, and then we started discussing, and the arrangement was made for us to come to India. When we got to India, we started seeing some doctors. Even before coming to India, we had proposals on the doctors that would be attending to us. And we actually read extensively about those doctors before we got here. So when we got here, we had a fair knowledge of how the process is going to go. And so when we got here, we started with their MRI with some tests. We ran some MRI tests and some various tests for them to be sure of exactly what is there. And so one of the MRIs actually came up clearly also that there wasn't a brain tumor developed actually. And so a major hurdle was crossed. So then a treatment plan was proposed by the specialist, one of the specialist doctors, that they have to do endoscopic, third ventricle endoscopic treatment, that's ETV. And so when it was proposed, we went straight ahead after some time.
In fact, before that, we had actually gone to see some other specialist doctors, and then because Med Access made sure that we get a fair idea of what the best diagnosis should be or was, and the best treatment possible. So in fact, we actually visited about 3 specialists before we concluded on what was to be done, and we think it was the right decision by Med Access, and we really appreciate them for that, because we didn't just stayed or just kept one idea or just one diagnosis, but we sought various opinions, and I think that's one thing we are really grateful for.
Of course, as per their plans or their processes, they want to make sure, Med Access want to make sure that the best doctors are consulted and are involved in the treatment plan. And so when we came in, we were taken to not just one doctor or specialist, but about 3 top specialists in that field. And after we have arrived at a conclusion with all the doctors saying the same thing, we went straight on with the treatment plan. And the treatment plan was ETV, that's the third endoscopic treatment. And so that was done successfully by one of the top specialists in India. We also, the aftermath was also very good. We were kept and then in our apartment, and we were asked to come back for review. And the review also went very well, giving some medications, some drugs, and we got those drugs and some follow-ups. The doctors were very good with their treatment and with their follow-ups. One thing I must also mention is the money aspect of things, the costing. In fact, right from the beginning of the discussion, we kept going back and forth with the costing, and Med Access, Madam Shashi and her team were very, very much considerate with their costing, because they also looked at our budgets And of course, they didn't compromise on treatment, but they made sure that they meet us halfway with regards to our budget, so that the costing will not be a burden on us for us to say that we'll not go for that treatment. And so we really appreciate their effort. We appreciate everything about their treatment process, right from diagnosis, treatment, to the money aspect, that is the costing, that must meet our budget. And of course, they don't compromise on treatment. So we want to thank MedAccess, we want to thank Madam Shashi. And then, of course, we must mention that when we came here, they gave us good case management team, that were managing us, taking care of us, whatever we needed to do, regards to accommodation, regards to medicals, regards to even food. And we must appreciate them so much for all that they have done. We thank MedAccess, we thank Madam Shashi and her team, we thank Bharat. I think it is good to also add that within the days, I had to celebrate my wife's birthday, and Madam Shashi and her team organized a very wonderful birthday party for myself and my wife, who came here with me as a medical attendant. And it was so wonderful. We thank them. We thank the team. We thank MedAccess so much. Thank you very much. We will recommend MedAccess to anyone, anytime, anywhere. Thank you.